So how about this next example? Is there a way we could ever make 5 and 4 be the same base? There's really not a way. So if that happens, you know how whenever you have like x plus 2 equals 3, that's a very simple example, and you subtract 2 from both sides because that's the opposite of plus 2, and you get x is equal to 1. Okay, this right here, you subtract 2 from both sides because that's the opposite or the inverse of plus 2. Well, anytime you have a variable in the exponent, you can always do this process. You can take the log of both sides. Okay, if you take the log of both sides, this ends up looking like log of 5 to the x plus 2 equals log of 4 to the x. Now, since we have a logarithm now, we can use the power rule. Remember, you can only use the power rule with logarithms. You can bring that power out front. So you kind of knock that knock that variable out of the sky with a log. Okay, you can think about it that way. So we have x plus 2 log of 5. All we did was move this out front using the power rule is equal to, using the power rule, x log of 4. Now remember, the goal is to solve this for x. So we need to get all of our x's on the same side. So what I'm going to do is distribute this log to both of those. We have x log of 5 plus 2 log of 5 is equal to x log of 4. We did this distributing the log into this parentheses because we need to get the x out of the parentheses. That way we can move both of these x's to the same side. So what I'm going to do is subtract this x log of 4 from both sides, and then subtract this 2 log of 5 from both sides because it doesn't have an x. When we do that, this is 0, this is 0. These are not alike, so we just write them as they are. X log of 5 minus x log of 4 equals negative 2 log of 5. Now at this point we have two terms and they both have an x. We can factor out that x. And now we have x times all of this. So we can just divide both sides by all of this right here to get x by itself. I'm out of room, so I'm just going to write down what the answer is. If we divide this on both sides, we have negative 2 log of 5 all over log of 5 minus log of 4. This will be your exact answer. Now sometimes they'll ask you to round your answer to the nearest tenth or hundredth or to 4 decimal places or something like that. If they ask you to round your answer, see if I can get all this on my screen. There we go. Put the numerator in, negative 2 log of 5, divided by the whole denominator, log of 5 minus log of 4. I put the whole numerator, negative 2 log of 5 in parentheses, and the whole denominator, log of 5 minus log of 4. And I get a negative 14 point, let's do 4 decimal places, 4251. So this one is rounded or estimated if they ask you to round your answer.